Hey there, YouTube. Well, as promised, it is black charcoal sugar mud mask bathtub confessional time. Oh, yes. I can thank Miss J. Hernandez for this marvelous mud mask. I can feel it drying. It smells wonderful. It's got this sweet, wonderful smell. I wonder what it tastes like. Let's see what it smells like. Ooh, earthy. Hard to tell because I'm trying to smell it through the smell of this argan oil sugar scrub I've got all over my arms and shoulders and chest. I'm trying, look at that old arm with the H spots. I am trying like crazy to get rid of this stupid, long haul trucker tan that I managed to acquire while I was out on the road. From my elbows to all down my hands and fingers, and all my chest and my back and my face is all tan. I don't like getting tan. I like to have my skin its natural color. I used to like to tan when I was a kid, but I stopped when I was in my early 20s. I stopped trying to tan. I didn't tanning bed. I didn't lay out. Mostly I just tried to keep the sun away from my skin while I worked outside. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to have helped. I'm getting well, it's not even really wrinkly, real crepey skin at a very quick pace. But I tell you, the postmenopausal changes that nobody tells you that you're going to go through they're a real eye-opener. The crepey skin, your hair falling out, my perspective on everything seems to have changed this year. And that's been good, though. I have really chilled out. I also seem to have more confidence, in relationships with others, I have more confidence. I was noticing that I was screeching at my husband about something the other day. I was just laying into him. He did some damn thing that pissed me off. And, I'm not a yeller. I don't yell at people, my kids or anybody. Occasionally, every 10 years or so, I'll have a meltdown and scream at everyone. But this was this focused, tirade about something. And then I did it again about some different thing the next week. And I realized something. I need to talk to my husband about this too. Try to explain it. But I realized that I'm able to I'm able to emote in real time now when something irritates me. I don't make nice, I don't play it down. I tend to be a diplomatic person just by nature, but I don't always act diplomatically. If I'm feeling pretty strongly about something, now you're going to hear it. That was not true for me when I was younger. And that's a good thing because it keeps your communication real, current, and you don't store up a lot of stuff. So even though I'm sure my husband did not like having me screeching at him, it actually was a good thing. Yeah, I don't feel bad about it at all. I don't even wish that I was able to speak, quietly and reasonably. No, this was something that needed to be screamed about. And I'm glad I did it. And I'm glad I could do it. I'm glad I feel confident and comfortable enough with him that I can be real, that I don't have to pull my punches. And that's sort of the theme of this vlog is how comforting it is to be with people that you don't have to manage. I've had my share of friends who needed to be managed. There was a lot you couldn't say. You had to be careful what you said and how you said it because they'd get all butthurt about something. And that's trying. That's trying. And I'm just real glad that I don't have to do that with Grant. I'm glad I can just let the fur fly. I'm glad I can howl first and apologize later. And he doesn't go running into the night. So, that's my insight for the night. I'm actually glad I'm turning into a screamer, strangely. Oh, this stuff is really feeling nice and tight and dry. That's going to be really good. I worked so hard today organizing one of my containers to move a bunch of junk into it and get it, get those doors closed, get that lock on it, and just be done until the winter's over. In the spring, I'm going to haul everything out. I'm going to lay it out on tarps on the grass, and have a massive yard sale. That'll be good. And then reorganize everything so that everything's clean, and you know what's in which bin and what row. So that'll feel wonderful. I like having all my shit in one sock, as my friend Pat so eloquently puts it. It feels real good to know that you know where, all the extra hydrogen peroxide is, or where that case of creamed corn is, or, whatever stuff it is you happen to be hoarding. So, the other thing I'm doing is I'm bringing all my craft supplies in. I'd had the bulk of them out in the container in big bins, and I'm switching stuff around. I'm taking stuff out of my craft room that didn't belong there. It's getting boxed up. And then I'm bringing all the fabric and all the trims and all of my patterns and all that kind of junk's coming back in there. Because I'm anticipating a crafty winter. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of loving hands at home crafting. I'm definitely in the mood. I've been able to do it for a couple of years, so this is going to be nice. I mean, I crafted while I was living with my mom, but it was just a very small, tiny little bit of crafting. It was just paper stuff. And I've got a lot more than just paper stuff. So, God, I've blathered on for over 8 minutes about absolutely nothing. So anyhow, here it is, the lovely charcoal sugar mask. And I think I'm going to finish up this bath and get to sleep early. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, YouTube!